Welcome to day 6 of our 21-day pain recovery journey. Just 16 days until the move, and you know what? I discovered something interesting. Packing boxes is basically a workout in disguise. My friend helped me turn sorting books into a movement game. The donation pile's across the room, and keeping pile is on the other side of my desk. Since I'm donating a lot of my books, I'm getting a lot of movement into my day. Though I have to admit, I may have gotten a bit too excited about this new movement routine. My arthritis kindly reminded me that enthusiasm needs to be balanced with pacing. If you're finding the evidence-based strategies on this channel helpful, please like and subscribe to join our supportive community. In today's stories, we're going to be talking about movement and pain, and it might change how you think about staying active. But don't worry, this isn't about becoming a marathon runner. Greetings, it's nice to see you again. And those who are new here, you're very welcome. Today I'm introducing you to Lily. She's 36 and teaches kindergarten while living with lupus, an autoimmune condition that causes joint pain, fatigue, and inflammation throughout her body. The unpredictable nature of her symptoms made movement feel especially challenging during morning circle time with her energetic students. Some days, just getting out of bed felt like climbing a mountain, she explained. Teaching movement-based learning activities became increasingly difficult, and she found herself limiting her movements more and more. The turning point came during a lupus support group meeting, where she learned about the concept of movement snacking, breaking activity into smaller, manageable portions throughout the day. This revelation about reimagining movement would resonate deeply with others facing their own physical challenges. Take Grace, a 41-year-old food critic who developed chronic post-surgical pain after what was supposed to be a routine bunion surgery. Walking, which was essential to both her work and passion for exploring in new restaurants, became a source of anxiety rather than joy. Every step felt like a decision, Grace shared. I started measuring distances in terms of pain rather than blocks. She noticed that avoiding movement made her foot more sensitive, but rushing back to activity wasn't the answer either. Her breakthrough came when she started treating movement like food tasting, with curiosity, patience, and appreciation for subtle differences. She began paying attention to how different surfaces felt under her feet, noting which movements brought ease and which triggered tension. Just as she would savor the complex notes of a fine wine, she learned to distinguish between different types of discomfort and recognize signs of progress. You see, while Lily discovered the power of small movement portions, Grace's story shows us something different about bringing mindfulness to our movement. Now finally, let's talk about Gregory, a 63-year-old retired architect living with osteoarthritis, a joint condition causing breakdown of the cartilage, leading to pain and stiffness. The progressive nature of his condition challenged his active lifestyle, particularly his love for sketching outdoors and taking architecture walks with his grandchildren. I thought I had to give up the things that brought me joy, he remembered. The stiffness in his joints made him hesitant to move, creating a cycle where less movement led to more stiffness. Everything changed when he learned about the concept of movement variability, finding different ways to accomplish the same tasks. He discovered he could sketch while standing at a high counter rather than sitting, and switch between different walking paths to vary the terrain, and also alternate between sitting on benches and walking during outings with his grandchildren. By building a repertoire of movement options, he found ways to stay engaged in life without overtaxing any single joint. Now, I don't know about you, but I find it fascinating how these 3 stories highlight different aspects of movement in pain recovery. Let me share what science tells us about this vital relationship. When we move, our bodies produce natural pain-relieving compounds called endorphins. Neuroplasticity, our brain's ability to create new pathways, plays a crucial role in pain recovery. I talk about this often on this channel because it's so important. Regular, varied movement helps retrain our nervous system's pain response, which is why Lily's movement snacking Grace's mindful approach, and Gregory's movement variability can be so effective. The science shows us that movement doesn't have to be intense to create positive change. Consistency and variety matter more than intensity. Let's explore some practical ways to incorporate movement into pain recovery. Consider starting with movement snacking, like Lily, breaking activities into small, manageable portions. Or explore Grace's approach of mindful movement, paying attention to what feels nourishing rather than focusing on limits. Gregory's strategy of finding movement variations shows us how flexibility in our approach can open new possibilities. Tomorrow, we'll explore how stress influences our pain experience, building on today's understanding of how movement and tension interact in our bodies. Remember, movement in pain recovery isn't about pushing through. It's about finding your own rhythm of comfort and activity. So it's bye for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.